With Strange New Worlds Season 2 coming to an end, I think it's safe to say that this series is my favorite iteration of Star Trek. I've been diving deep into the franchise for a little over a year now, going through the movies and through the original series and Next Generation and Prodigy, Discovery, going through several of the books that are connected to the franchise. And I have to say that consistently, Strange New Worlds just is an exhilarating experience. It's just been a phenomenal series from start to finish. And I think it is an amalgamation of the best of what Star Trek is. And not only just the themes of the show, because there's powerful themes throughout all of Star Trek, just everything about how it's packaged, from the visual effects to the performances of one of the best TV ensemble cast that I have ever seen in any series, let alone Star Trek. It is just a phenomenal piece of television, and I am so thrilled to see what happens in season 3. I can't believe we have to wait till almost 2025 to get to see it, especially considering the cliffhanger that this last episode leaves off on. But I will be there whenever a new Strange New Worlds series comes out. I'm going to be reading the books that come out. I just finished Strange New Worlds, The High Country, which is an incredible novelization that is inspired by this world. This is just a crew that I want to spend a lot of time with. And I think that's the biggest measurement of success when looking at the Star Trek series. Who do you love on the crew? Who do you connect with? And do you want to follow them on these adventures for these 5-year missions? And this finale episode of Strange New Worlds caps off what has been a phenomenal season. Again, there was like one slight misstep episode throughout the entire season, but so many bangers just dropping. The musical episode, the time travel episode with Kirk and La'an, the Gorn episodes have been incredible. And it's fascinating to me to think about how the Gorn went from being a really funny rubber lizard meme that fights William Shatner in the original series to becoming a terrifying, looming antagonist over this entire season. They've teased it throughout the series in season 1, and then season 2 really brought the Gorn to the forefront, took a concept that was there in the original series and did what Strange Worlds has done well over and over and over again, and expanded on it and made it feel a lot more grounded and like a real part of a story that fits in with these characters. And so I'm loving the Gorn. The Gorn are back in full force in this episode. They attack the USS Cayuga. One of my biggest complaints about the episode just really comes from the setup. I think they telegraphed so hard that Captain Patel is going to be in peril, either killed or injured within this episode. You know, I wish there would have been a little bit more questioning about how this is going to play out, but I kind of was following every beat of the episode as it went along. Now, that's not to say it's not extremely entertaining. This episode is an absolute roller coaster. It is so much fun seeing the scale of this episode. It very much, someone in the one of the Star Trek subreddit groups was talking about how this feels like a movie. The scale of this episode is just beyond impressive. They try to hit a lot of different characters, and again, they do a great job balancing all of those. And I'm so glad to see we got a lot of closure on the Spock and Chapel storyline. We get to see Pike really knocked off guard in this episode. There's a lot of great moments in it. And speaking of characters, we also get to meet a legacy Star Trek character in Scotty, who appears in this episode for the first time. I think the actor playing him did a phenomenal job. I'm really excited to see him keep going. And it's really got me questioning. They've got a really powerful cast here that is slowly filling in for these original cast members. I'm wondering if we're going to get a full reboot of the original series. I'm curious to know what you guys think about that. But yeah, this episode was phenomenal. I truly, truly loved it. It leaves off on a brutal cliffhanger. I can't believe we're going to wait 2 years to see it resolved. But this show is absolutely fantastic. And season 2 finale has really finalized it in my mind as one of the best Star Trek properties that has ever been made. Let me know what you thought about the finale of season 2. Let me know in the comments of the YouTube video version of this or over on social media. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the episode, what you liked, what you didn't like, and I look forward to continue covering Star Trek, even in the break between these seasons. I want to just keep diving into this universe, for lack of a better word. So thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching, and look forward to seeing you in a future video.